God has given you spiritual gifts. He's given you all kinds of gifts. What are you doing to use those for His glory? At the beginning of 1 Kings chapter 3, the Bible says Solomon married his second wife. This was an alliance with Egypt, and this is very common to make an alliance through royal marriages. And people who are royal like to marry people who are royal because they have the same background and the same kind of likes and stuff like that. It worked out for everybody, except for the fact that these foreign wives took Solomon's heart away from the Lord, the Bible would tell us later. And this was the first of those experiences. He had married someone a year before David died and had a son named Rehoboam. And so this was a second wife for him. And so his heart was often mixed. He loved the Lord, the Bible says here, but also he loved these other women. He has an experience here where God appears to him and he says, you can ask anything you want. Anything. He says, I want an understanding heart. I want wisdom. And God was so impressed that he didn't ask for long life or riches or the life of his enemies or fame, that God gave him not only all of those things, he gave him understanding. He gave him wisdom more than any man who had ever lived and maybe will ever live, other than Jesus Christ. The story that's told in this chapter is the story of two women that come to Solomon, and one woman has a dead baby and the other woman has a live baby, and they both claim that the live baby is theirs. And so Solomon says, give me a sword. I'm going to slice the live baby in half, and you can each have half. Of course, the real mother says, no, save the son's life. And the one that wasn't the mother said, yeah, that's fine, because she had lost her baby. Wise. But what Solomon did with that wisdom, great wisdom, was very little. He didn't do much other than God used him to write wisdom literature. But most of his life was wasted because of his spiritual state. With, hundreds of wives and hundreds of concubines, he didn't really walk with the Lord most of his life. Wasted gifts. You and I oftentimes live the same way with what you know about the gospel, about the Christian life. What are you doing with that? What are you doing with the resources God has given to you? Are you using those for His kingdom, for His glory? Think about that as you live your life today.